Hello again! Ang ating Bible lesson today is entitled The Four Kinds of Fields. We have to repeat again our Bible lesson title, The Four Kinds of Fields. Before we proceed, meron lang akong katanungan sa inyo or questions to ponder or pag-isipan. Have you ever planted? Have you ever planted and watched that plant to grow? Naranasan niyo ba na magtanim ng halaman? Bakit? Bakit may mga taniman na magandang ani, pero ang ibang taniman ay hindi masyadong magandang ani o barren? Some magandang abundantly ang ani, pero ang iba ay barren, hindi masyado maganda ang ani. What if our hearts were like fields? What kind of field would you want to be? Paano kung ang puso natin ay parang taniman? Mangyayari? Anong klaseng puso ang gusto natin? Ang Biblia talks about heavenly farming. Ano ba itong heavenly farming? Ang Biblia talks or nagsasalita about the seed or binhi and the field or taniman na kailangan sa heavenly farming. So in our lesson today, we will present to you dalawang klaseng main points of our lesson. Ang unang main point is about the figurative seed and field. And number two is the four types of fields. Punta tayo sa unang main point, the figurative seed and field. If we open our Bible in chapter 8, verse 11, may sinasabi dito na ang seed or binhi is the Word of God. Sa Mark chapter 4, verse 14, it talks about the farmer sowing the seed or word or naghahasik ng binhi or spreading the word. So, ibig sabihin, ang figurative seed na sinasabi natin is actually the Word of God. Tapos na tayo sa figurative seed. Ano naman ang figurative field? Buksan natin ang ating Biblia sa 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 9. Ang sinasabi dito ay you and I are God's field. If we open our Bible in Luke chapter 8 verse 15, the good soil is all about our heart. So in other words, ang ibig sabihin ng figurative field is our heart o ang puso natin. Let's proceed to our second main point. The four types of fields or apat na klase na taniman. Ang ating first field is the path or daanan. Let's open again our Bible in Matthew 13 verse 19. Anong sabi dito? The path or daanan are those who don't understand the Word of God. And what happened? Ano mangyayari? The evil one takes away the Word of God from those who hear it. The message from God. In other words, ang path or daanan are those people who don't understand even after listening the message or the Word of God. Punta tayo sa second field, the rocky field or mabato na taniman. Buksan natin ang ating Biblia sa Matthew chapter 13 verses 5 to 6. Ang mga binhi na napunta sa taniman nito ay hindi nag-take root kasi kulang ng lupa. And when the sun came up, the plants were scorched o nang ang araw ay sumikat, ang mga halaman ay nasunog. Sa Matthew 13 verses 20-21, anong ibig sabihin dito? Ito po, itong rocky field, it talks about people who hears the word and receive it with gladness. Pero ano nangyari? What happened? Nang may persecution na, nag-fall away sila. So ang ibig sabihin ng rocky are those people who fall away to persecution. So sana mga kapatid ay ikaw ay yung hindi ka sana mag-fall away kung may persecution. Ang ating pangatlong field or taniman ay thorny field o taniman na matinik. Maraming tumutubo na tinik. Let's open again our Bible in Matthew 13 verse 7. Matthew 13 verse 7. Ang sabi dito, ang mga halaman was not able to bear fruit. Bakit? Why? Because they were choked o sinakal ng mga matitinik na halaman. To find the spiritual meaning, please open again our Bible in Matthew 13 verse 22. Ang sabi dito, the worries of life and deceitfulness of wealth choke, sinakal, and made the word of God unfruitful. Dahil sa alalahanin sa buhay at panlilinlang sa kayamanan, marami ang nag pares din sa yung ibang field nag-fall away. Kaya ang ibig sabihin, ang thorny are those people whose word of God is choked, nasakal, and made unfruitful due to worries of life and deceitfulness of wealth. Kaya mga kapatid, huwag tayong gahaman sa pera. And lastly, nasa good soil na tayo o maganda at matabang lupa. In Matthew chapter 13 verse 8, ang sabi dito, a good soil produces a crop. Ano yung crop? Pananim and yield. Nagbubunga ng 100, 60, or 30 times what was sown. So ano naman yung spiritual meaning nito? Let's open our Bible in Matthew 13 verse 23. Ang sabi dito, a good soil are those who hear, narinig nila ang salita ng Diyos, the Word of God, and understand it. Naiintindihan nila ang sinasabi ng salita ng Diyos. So, ibig sabihin, in other words, the good soil are those who hear, are those people who hear the Word of God, understand it, and obey it. Obey it. Dapat kung ano yung narinig natin sa mga binabasa natin sa Biblia ay dapat let's practice it. Thank you again. At sana our prayers is that our hearts and minds are in good soil.